Welcome to Fireside Fables. My name is Jonathan, and I am playing Shadowthorn and Shadowpaw. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please rate and review on Apple and Spotify. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Ryan. That's probably going to peak real bad in the recording, but it's no problems there.
Can't wait.
Yeah, Marcus is our resident editor, so yeah, he's going to have to deal with my nonsense.
It's easy.
So what I am curious about is I want to just take a bet with everybody, and I want to see what everybody thinks is the total number of episodes that this adventure will take.
This is episode 9.
This is going to be episode 9 right now. Yeah, so if you guys want a little bit more information, or if you just want to take a wild stab in the dark, what are you guys thinking?
45.
45?
I think we'll reach. I think we'll reach 93.
93. Okay.
For
okay.
like the entire adventure
For this
Yeah.
entire adventure.
from the book.
Yep.
And we're on episode 9.
We're on episode 9. It's supposed to go to level 11, I believe. So from
And we're
4 to 11.
currently haven't leveled up yet.
That's correct.
Felipe gave us bet with no information whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's like-
let's pick a high number, 45. But no, turns out, no.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 93.
93. 93.
Ooh. I don't know. Let's see if it's... I'm going to be more mathematical on this.
Okay. Sounds
Which
good.
is not my strong suit, by the way.
Well, you also are you're just going to be picking somewhat arbitrary numbers, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
How many
What is
numbers?
numbers?
What is numbers between 4 and 11? There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 7.
11 isn't between 11.
There'll be 6 level up probably.
7 levels up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
6, 7. Okay, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with my feeling. 113.
113.
No, 114.
Ooh, okay. Sounds
With a
good.
reunion episode.
Sounds good.
186.
190. Oh, man.
86.
Oh.
186.
Oh, that's still a very high number.
I thought I was high.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can talk to the shopkeeper for a long time, so
I'll drag this sucker out.
get ready for the filler
Fair enough.
episodes.
It'll be really interesting as we get closer to the end. I'll probably revisit this and see what you guys are thinking. Do you still want to stick with 45, Felipe?
No, I'm more leaning towards the 120 now.
120?
But
Yeah.
the real question is, how many characters will we have gone through by the time we finish?
No, that's a good question. Okay, that'll be a side bet. So I'm gonna guess. I think 120 sounds about right for me. So I'm gonna guess 121, just so that
We don't have the same number.
so we don't have the same number. But yeah, how many characters do you think each of you will lose over the course of this
I think Karkash will live longer than Shadowthorn. And I'm only saying that because Shadowthorn does take a lot of damage
true.
because of Karkash.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. I haven't played Kayel often enough yet, but he does go down in hit points quickly too. So I don't know. He could die at some point.
Nope.
I think there's gonna be 3 more character deaths before the end.
Oh,
Okay.
Like
that's
full character deaths.
that's
Okay.
maybe that's actually a good. Yeah, it's a good number. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's
For the
like
end of the adventure.
that's optimistic. I was gonna say, but
Yeah, that's very optimistic.
No, 3
I might
over the
die in
course
the
of
next 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, TPK
I'm gonna
today,
say 8. 8 total.
8 total,
including the ones
character
that
deaths.
have already existed.
Yeah.
So we're at. Are you counting guests?
Yes.
So in that case, I'm gonna guess 20.
Who do you plan to bring in?
We're gonna have lots of and as you're leaving, you find another dead body. It's our guest.
Yeah, I would say my 3 is not really counting guests. Unless
Yeah,
they're
that's fair.
here quite
3 more
a lot.
deaths by the main cast.
Yeah.
Oh
3 more
no,
deaths
wait,
by
you're
me.
available next week too? He's back.
Okay,
Oh man.
fair enough.
Guests are gonna be more reckless. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm thinking probably. I mean, from the other, there's not a ton of Pathfinder podcasts that I listen to, but from the ones that I have listened to, it's not super common to have death. So I think 3 is probably a pretty good
Well,
guess.
We're changing the standard.
Right, but they're also right.
know what? Fair enough.
We're lowering the stakes.
This is
But those
our...
guys, yeah, it's like a lot of people have played for a long time together. We haven't played together in a
That's
long time.
true.
True.
And usually people find a rhythm, they find a system that works strategically,
Yeah.
and they play these strategic games quite well. We have yet to figure out our flow and everything, so which I like because it's a new adventuring party, anyways.
Yeah. That's
And
fair.
so even the actual characters are trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to go about this? So,
When I hear the word duck, that means I'm about to die.
duck, duck, die. Title of the episode.
This is our game of stones, so as to avoid copyright.
All right. Sounds good. So we've got our bets in. We will check in on these later on in the episode. So come back here to episode 9. All right. When we last left our adventurers, we were you were exploring the catacombs underneath the citadel. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Cathedral.
Cathedral, thank you. And you had just discovered an ashen door that Karkesh touched and disintegrated with his mighty claw.
I am powerful.
Went in to this room and found a handful of glowing red pillars, with one in the center significantly larger and significantly more flickery. But as he went to examine them, 3 fiery beings rose from ash and started to move towards him. Can I get everybody to roll me some sort of initiative? Both Shadowthorn and Karkesh had mentioned that they were trying to be somewhat stealthy. So if you would like to use stealth for your initiative, is totally fine by me.
Yeah, I'm going to use stealth for my initiative.
Sounds good.
100%. $19.
17.
17 here as well.
Okay. Just let me figure out what the heck. I forget how to play this game.
Are you using one thing or individuals?
I'm just going to use one number for
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
Okay. So, anybody from 25 to 20? Great. The bad guys are first.
Kyle, what was your initiative?
15.
Oh,
So 20 to 17. There's 2 of you at
I don't think
17.
we. I don't
I'm
think we.
19, and
Okay.
then what did you say?
15.
19. So then you guys, and then
We did not roll well.
nope.
So you two, so Karkesh and Karkesh and Rigby, you get to decide between you who you would like to
You
go
go
first.
yeah.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Fair enough. And then
not in front of me right
Kyle will bring up the back. Okay.
Classic.
Sweet. So it is the flaming figures' turn first. They are each going to kind of half stumble their way towards Karkesh.
Nice. Bring it. Bring it.
but you're hidden in ash, right?
I am.
You covered yourself.
I am covered in ash.
So did they really see you?
Yes. Yes, they did. They got 25 for their perception.
Will
They
they
noticed.
have ash sight?
Okay. So, the first one moves up to you and takes a swing with his flaming fist and gets a natural 1.
Aha.
That'll be a miss.
That was my intention.
Well done, Karkesh.
We'll try again. This time it gets a 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
It sure is.
Freaking
All
right.
right. The second one is also going to move up next to Karkesh. So 1 to your north, 1 to your east. And we've got a couple more flaming fists coming at you. Oh, this one might do it. 23.
That hits.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear. You're going to take a total of 10 bludgeoning as there is a skeletal figure in the flames, and that bashes against your head.
Ooh, they just they unveiled themselves. They're skeletons.
They are skeletons underneath the flame.
Fortunately, that means I only take 6 damage because I have physical resistance from bludgeoning.
That is totally fair. Unfortunately, though, you are not immune to the persistent fire damage.
I am not.
So there's going to
do.
be some flames happening to you. So that will happen at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
So please make a note of that somewhere because there's no chance that I will remember that.
So I have to make a save.
Yes,
something.
you will make a save at the end of your turn to get rid of any kind of persistent damage, whatever it happens to be. They all work the same way. You take the damage at the beginning of your turn. You can spend actions to try and deal with the problem during your turn, but at the end, whatever it is that ends up happening, you get to make a flat check to get rid of it.
Okay. The burning persistence. Do I get a number to that?
It's a d6.
D. So I'll just do that.
Yeah, so you'll
D6 burning.
so you'll take that at the beginning of each of your turns until you can get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
It is then going to attack once more. Oh, that might hit again. And by might, I mean will, because that's another 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's another, this time, 9 points.
I was full health. It's fine. I wasn't in my area effects.
Another 9 points of bludgeoning, which is
So-
reduced.
We're reduced to 5 points.
Yeah, and you're already on fire, so you just remain on fire.
Okay.
Good. There's no fire 2, fire 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
The final flaming figure from where it's standing kind of raises its arm and hurls a bit of its flaming essence towards you and attempts to hit you.
Wow, Karkesh is taking all the.
Yeah, he sure is. That's a 15 to hit. I believe that will be a miss.
Yeah, that misses.
Yep, and one more time with a map. How about a 9? Does a 9 go for you?
No, that is a critical fail.
Okay. Most of the time, it doesn't matter if you critically fail an attack. Occasionally, there's some special abilities that will happen, but most of the time, it's just another miss.
And this is one of those times, right?
This is one of those times. It'll fling one last... No, it won't. It will do something else. There's this...
It will
Other
die of
ability.
embarrassment on its crit fail.
No. What it's going to do is it screams out in absolute agony. And so I
same thing.
need Karkesh and the one standing just outside the door, Kyle. I need both of you to make me a will save.
Ooh. 18.
Oh, I rolled very poorly, actually.
Okay, 18 is a success.
It's only an 11.
11 is a failure. So, for a split second, you burst into flames, both of you, and then the flames quickly lick at your skin, burn away parts of your clothing, and then dissipate. But not before leaving a little bit of fire damage.
Ooh.
And the total fire damage we've got is 17. So
Wow.
one of you failed, so you take 17. The other one succeeded
Now that hurts.
and took 8. And that was fire damage.
Fire damage. Oh,
Fire damage. That is their turn. It goes on to the Shadow Bros.
Have they seen me yet, or am I still in stealth?
Sure.
Well, if they saw me at my 20, then they
Yeah.
saw you at your 16.
What were we saying for ruling? Because Shadowpaw's small. Can he just be always on the same hex, or he can split off into other hexes?
Small means that you have to be on a different hex.
Has to be on a different hex.
If he was tiny, he could share
Square.
a space.
Okay.
Or a square. Yeah, not hexes.
I will creep up,
I don't
so
know why
I'm
that
braced against the wall on the side of the door, and
Okay.
then adjacent to me is Shadowpaw, kind of just crouched and ready, trying
Okay.
to stay hidden, wait until they come past the door.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay, so they're both moving.
No, just one.
So just you're moving towards this corner here.
Yep, and then Shadowpaw's beside me.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, he drops down one.
Okay, so that's what I said. So they're both moving.
Great.
So yeah. Just,
Okay, so are you readying an action for one of them to come out the door?
Um,
Ooh, actually, if you moved, then that's an action. If you commanded, that's another action, and it takes 2 actions to ready. So unfortunately, you can't ready an action.
I have no. Shadowpaw can move one on his own without
Oh,
doing anything.
then great. You can ready an action, so you can say if something comes through the door, I attack it, something like that?
Yeah.
Or an enemy comes through the door.
If yes, if Karkash comes through the door, I will attempt it. No, yes, if something comes through the door, that's bad. Even though Karkash is sometimes bad, but I will kill evil if it comes through the door.
Okay, sounds good.
Have good
stuff.
intentions.
All right, Karkash is next. What does he do?
Ooh. Karkash.
Something smells like barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real.
Roasty dragon.
You don't
skills.
say anything?
Oh,
No, I'm staying stealthy.
so you're staying stealthy. Let's see here.
Got any fancy
Do-do-do.
spells or anything?
I mean, I roll my eyes because I just know something happened. I know Karkash has gotten himself into something, but
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if, well, Karkash doesn't know that you're trying to stay stealthy and hiding and ready in action, so he would have no inclination to back out of that room.
Not necessarily.
Not
We'll see,
necessarily.
though.
I mean, he's surrounded. I would assume.
Yeah.
It's Karkash, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
I don't know.
All right.
What does it do?
Let's see this here. Okay, Karkash is going to cast Reaper's Lantern.
Reaper's Lanterns.
Now that he,
What does that do?
well, he's well aware that these are definitely skeletal, therefore undead. So he casts Reaper Lantern, and they have to, as undead, make me a Fortitude saves. It's a 5-foot emanation.
Okay.
It's not a burst emanation.
Emanation from me as I lift up,
Which
and
way?
there's
5 feet?
5 feet.
So only one of them.
No, two of them. Because
Yeah, it's everyone around me.
Oh,
from
eman-
him.
From
yeah,
me.
the 5 feet
So it's-
emanating
I thought
from
burst.
Karkash.
I thought burst is 5 feet.
I have
Sorry,
I emanate from me
Yeah.
with 5-foot emanation.
so what do people have to do in that 5 feet?
So got to do a Fortitude save
If they're undead.
if they're undead.
Okay.
Okay.
Living creatures also have to make the Fortitude save as well, and
Oh.
if you fail the Fortitude save as a living creature, you will only gain half normal healing benefits.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to roll once for both of them. And
I guess I wouldn't be affected by that, or would I be affected by that? Because I'm
I would say
You're not
no.
undead.
I
Yeah,
don't
I think you're okay.
Yeah.
You should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a
Not yet.
14.
14 is a fail, so both of them become enfeebled 1 whenever
Okay.
they are within range of my lantern. They will not make a new save.
Okay. There you go. So they
I
both
failed
are
my
enfeebled
save.
one. You failed as well?
So whenever you are in range of my lantern, you will get half healing.
What
Okay.
What did you get? Did you get
18.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fail. And then I'm gonna scamper
Okay. Scamper. Where are you
And-
scampering away to?
out to the other behind
Behind Kyle?
behind Kyle, and actually just I would go up to the north there. Yeah, up to the north of Kyle, south to the east of Rigby, I think it is, as I kind of scamper back out of harm's way.
Are they only enfeebled if they're within 5 feet of you?
If they're within 5 feet of me, they are enfeebled.
So-
but I will be able to increase the range of this.
It doesn't go through walls though,
Nope, it is. Or wait, it might. Let's see.
because in that situation they're not in there anymore.
Yeah, it sheds bright light in the spell's area and dim light to twice that area.
Oh, cool.
It's insubstantial. It floats in my hand. It's this little sort of lantern. And as it floats there, I fall back and I'll go, Kyle, keep them in range of the light.
I know what to do.
Sounds good.
And you do feel a little off when you're in the light because you failed yours.
Well,
Oh, and I guess
Rigby is
Rigby-
also in the light now.
Yeah.
You'd have to make that save. And as I pass
no
by, you
sneaking
would make
anymore.
the saves too.
Wait, what?
As I pass by you, you got
Oh yeah. Will save?
Well, the
fortitude save.
The half healing is only while they're in the light as well.
while
right?
you're in the light, but
Okay.
you only make one save, and then that's it for the entire duration.
Okay.
So if you succeed this save,
What am I
Or
saving
fail.
against?
fortitude.
13.
Rigby fails.
15.
Fail.
At least this one isn't directly harmful.
What about your dog?
What about Shadow Paw?
Fortitude. Yeah, it's 13.
Oh,
Golly,
Everybody
rolled
failed.
terribly.
What happens?
nothing.
You just get half healing if you're within the light.
If you're in the light when receiving healing, you will get only half the benefit.
And how long is the duration?
As long as I maintain it.
Okay.
I
Is it
can-
an action to concentrate on that?
It's an action to grow the light.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you don't do anything, it's a free action to maintain it.
I think so. I'll double check, but I think
That's all your turn though. So as you're looking into that, we'll move on to Rigby.
Oh no, I have to sustain it as an action, and if I don't, it goes away.
Okay.
I'll try to recall knowledge and see
Sounds
what I will
good.
know about these guys.
Yes, this would be.
Or no, it lasts a minute.
Okay. This I believe
Sweet.
would be. Come on, brain. Religion.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It lasts a minute.
Not trained.
It doesn't grow unless I sustain it,
Okay.
but it will last a
Free
minute.
action, it stays what it is now for
Yeah.
a minute. Okay.
16.
16 on your religion check for these creatures. Unfortunately, you've never seen these sorts of creatures before. You also are having a little bit of a tough time because you only have low light vision, and there's well, it's I guess now
don't they
there's
glow?
the
Aren't they on
light.
fire?
They're on fire. Yeah, but I mean,
I
if,
can't see the flame.
it's hard to see if you stare directly into firelight. It's hard to,
See,
it burns your eyes a little bit.
But I am.
Come on, guys, it makes sense.
So bright in here.
I am shedding bright light and then dim light beyond.
Yeah, there's that as well. So I guess you're not as hindered as I was thinking immediately, but that's okay.
I can't see this creature that's on fire.
But yeah, I'm just trying to justify the way your roll went. Come on, stop making fun of me. Okay. Unfortunately, though, you don't find any more information about them.
Okay, no information. Then I think I can just devise. Is it devise stratagem to try to get a bonus on the next
Yep.
attack?
Yeah, well, it's you get to basically pre-roll your attack as an action, and then decide if you want to attack.
Oh,
So go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah.
okay. With the bow, 23.
Okay, so that's the action, is to divide the stratagem. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, if I do like this and twist this way, then that should work. And now you see that you've got a 23. You can spend your next action to use that as your to hit.
Sure. Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay, and that's that uses your intelligence modifier as the bonus instead of your dexterity modifier to hit. And then it also gives you your strategic strike bonus damage.
Yeah, and the other thing is I think it might
Okay.
be smarter to devise stratagem first before. Because then, let's
Yeah.
say you rolled
Well, that's what you
bad,
just did.
then you could have used that for your knowledge check instead. Like, just sort of.
Oh, I get
So
you.
it's a 24 to hit instead of a 23 because I'm using intelligence instead of
Okay,
24.
that's still a hit.
No critical though.
No critical. Though.
Which one are you hitting? This one here on the far, the one that did a distance sort of.
the only one I can,
screamed.
yeah, the one I can see.
You can see through the doorway and on the far side of the room.
That one.
We have to kind of
so-
explain this to the listeners too. 'cause this guy,
Ooh,
yeah,
smack them.
Yeah, that guy.
that guy over there, and
Yeah,
you,
the guy
who?
southernmost to me.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 14.
14
Going to damage.
points of damage. That is pretty darn good.
It
What
says
range?
precision. I don't know if
What
that
are you
makes any
using
difference.
for a weapon?
It is
Rotary bow.
Rotary bow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's what
some-
I have too.
It is a crossbow.
yeah, some creatures that matters, but for most it doesn't. It's just extra.
It's
precision
piercing,
damage.
right?
Yeah. So
Piercing.
it takes the 14 points of damage, goes. Ugh! It doesn't do that. It shears off a couple of its bones and is hurt. Very good.
That was my turn.
Sure was. Kyle.
I'm trying to decide whether stepping back and luring them in so that Shadow Thorn's ready to action can trigger
Oh.
makes more sense than me stepping in. So I think
From
what-
where you're at, you could take a swing at one, because one's standing next to the doorway on the other side.
he doesn't get cover.
He would get a little bit of cover, but you could get a swing at him.
I think
and
I
then-
might. I
and
think
then
I might
back
do
up or
that.
something.
I'm gonna at least get one attack off.
Oh, didn't I take fire damage?
Right.
And don't I roll like a save?
Yes.
Insta save.
Let's do that right now. So Karkash takes 1 point of fire damage
Nice.
and make a DC 15 flat check.
Flat check. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
All right.
How are you doing
So you're
for
still
health?
on fire. He was undamaged at the beginning, so I imagine he's probably still fine.
Oh yeah, they missed a bunch against him.
Oh yeah.
I have
Yeah.
13 HP right now. I got
Oh,
13?
okay, not as fine as
because
I
I
was
took
thinking.
that 17 fire damage.
Right.
He can burn
Yeah,
down
that was
in
pretty
3 turns.
pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
try to attack the guy around the doorway there inside. Oh, come on. 20.
20 is a hit,
Yes, that's very good.
and that's with the cover, so you got him.
6 points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage. Very nice. He takes it.
All of it?
The whole thing.
That's great. And then second action, I will step back,
Okay. Sounds good.
and then third action, raise my shield.
Good stuff. All right. It is.
Hoping that was a strategically smart move.
I like
because we could flank the crud out of him now.
Yep, it's true. So it's start of round 2. It is their turn. They take a few steps back and crumble into ash.
What?
Ooh, because we stepped out of the room.
Oh, it's like a defense sort of mechanism.
I'm not going in there.
And you're out of combat if you'd like to be.
Well, we're gonna go start patting you down. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely let them assist me putting out the fire.
Okay. Yeah. So then, if somebody assists you, or if you do things that would help, then the DC drops normally by 5. So we'll just make some DC 10s for each one. So I'll deal some damage, and then you'll make a few DC 10s. So
Too enthusiastic.
take 2
Yeah,
damage.
Okay.
And
Punching.
try it.
That's a 9.
Okay. You take 5 more points of damage. Try again.
7 total.
Mm-hmm.
Can we help him? Can we help him put it out?
You are trying, and so that's the 10 points. Do any of you happen to have like water or some way to create water or
Elixir?
something like that?
I have an alchemical kit. It has to have water.
I got a long, I got a long
Actually,
sword.
That's a fair point. Is to help put myself out, I will cast draw moisture from the nearby area.
Okay.
I just draw it from so long as there's moisture in the air.
There's not really. This has been a long burned, blasted area. It's dry, dusty, ash and bone.
Okay. Well, I will try that, and then otherwise, the thing I will do is drink a health potion,
Okay.
and then try and put out again.
Yeah, I'm just presuming that you
8.
guys are trying to help, so I'm giving him a DC 10 instead of the normal 15.
Okay.
Another fail?
Yeah.
Oh
8,
boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Another 6 points of damage.
7.
Okay. I think it's.
Stop being so flammable.
I think it's safe to presume though that we could probably leave this area alone for now.
Well, we gotta deal with our
what
fiery.
is-
our
yeah.
fiery
Yeah.
fire.
I know. Instead
What
of going back in there, because Korkash is clearly hurt.
Yeah. What is the health potion heal?
I believe it's a D8 plus
Yeah.
1.
It depends which one this is.
Just a D8.
Is it a
I thought.
lesser?
It's a lesser
2d8.
2d8.
Oh, 2d8.
Okay. Because I'm gonna down that in between, which
Yeah.
is good that I said that because I otherwise would have been down.
I just love this image. Is as you're burning up, you're drinking a health potion.
I do 6, so I canceled that last one.
All right, good stuff.
Oh no, 6 plus 5.
Don't we have
Oh, nice.
water in our adventuring gear? Just
I mean,
So
you have
then-
like a
Drinkable
little water bottle. I suppose.
Then
Yeah.
I've taken
Let's douse
Can-
them
sure.
in our
Can-
rations.
can we,
with
like,
with
cover-
all 3 of you working together after you've taken enough.
I do
you
have
can- you
rations.
can-
I have
you can-
rations.
Rations
And a
work.
water skin. So let's.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
because I
We
rolled
cover
another
you
9.
with the cloak. It gets
Seven.
We're
rid
not
of the
gonna let the guy
oxygen.
die.
17.
We're sitting there watching
just
him.
running on fire and stop.
Too funny.
So it's good. Oh gosh, it's a good thing that we're deciding that because otherwise you would have taken 12 more damage.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So I'll put I'll knock it down to where I took the 2 because I counteracted the other stuff with the health potion. So I'm at 11 health and quite scorched from that. I'm just like, that burns. But the Reaper's light is quite big now.
What? So don't you take reduced healing?
No, it doesn't affect me.
Oh, I was just.
What were those creatures? Anybody recognize those?
They were some undead fire things.
Yeah, if you want to roll a religion check on them now, anybody who didn't try that, you can go ahead.
I will do that for sure.
I'll take a random roll at it, even though I don't have religion.
Me too, but it could be a natural 20, right?
Yeah,
Nope,
good.
not me. Not 17.
No, I'm too burned at 9.
17 for me.
All right, yeah, you guys have no idea.
Oh, nat one. Yep, that fits.
Okay.
They're harmless. You're positive.
So, what's the plan now?
Well, are you good? That's the first priority. Are you good? Do you need something from us? I don't think I could use medkit on you.
Yeah, I haven't had medkit on me.
Okay.
I could use a hand charred.
I have a +7 on my medicine. What do you have?
+8.
Okay, then you should probably do it.
Okay.
As you kill Karkesh.
It's not great. Nothing happens. It's just a failure.
Yeah, oh, not great.
I can do that too.
Nope,
Have a
he's
plus
immune
eight.
to treat wounds now.
Oh,
For now.
well, I can do it to myself. That is a 16.
16 is one more than you needed. You heal for 2d8.
Ooh, 2d8. Nice. Okay.
I did use treat wounds on you, actually.
But that was the first. Was that not 1 hour ago? That was like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, that was before break.
Yeah. Did it take us an hour to walk from here down?
That was a short rest that we did in
That was
there.
before I
when he was
introduced
explaining
myself.
his whole backstory to us.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I kind of just said that took an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
healed you, then we rested. Okay, yeah, you're good.
What is
Well, hang on. Then actually, I can do it to anybody then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let me. I tried you, right?
Yeah.
And I failed.
Yeah.
Are you down?
Little bit, and Shadowpaw's more down than me right
Okay,
now.
I'm gonna do both of you. I'm gonna do you, Thorn first.
Okay. So while you guys are doing this healing, because it takes several minutes, it takes 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how many people you're healing, can I get perception checks from everybody, just because you're spending a lot of time in this room?
28.
28.
Natural 20, so 26.
Okay. Oh my goodness. The perception is so different between you two.
Yeah.
Okay.
27.
Okay, good stuff. There is a hidden doorway at the south side of the room behind a little corner.
Here.
Yes, there is a hidden
As
doorway
in-
there.
Here, as in around this corner.
Yeah.
Shadowthorn, you heal 8.
Yeah,
Paw
you can
heals
totally
6.
do that.
But before that, I wanted to know, like, from outside, looking inside the ash room,
Yep.
can I identify anything about it? What it's, if I could know its purpose, or like, because it clearly is
Yeah.
defended,
Yeah.
but why is it important?
That's a fair
That's my
question. You can talk with Karkesh about this as well, because Karkesh
Yeah.
actually got in to identify it a little bit more. You mentioned the heat that was emanated from them and the flickering energy through it.
Yeah.
But from the doorway, you can't really get a good you can't really get any more study done on it from the doorway.
Can I do a perception on like the panel in front of the door if there's a trap or a pressure plate or something that triggered it? Any triggers?
Which doorway?
Like lean over the doorway and just have a look to
Which
see
doorway?
the
The
one
ash.
the one into the ash
Oh, the
room.
ash one.
Yeah.
No, there's no no traps, no triggers or anything
So
like
it
that.
was like an aura base, like they could sense people in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I poke my head in there, they starting to basically,
Yeah.
and then I'll pull my head out. And,
Yeah.
You hear it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll go to the hidden door and see if there's traps or anything.
Okay, sounds good.
So the plan is to get a few buckets of water and come back.
Yeah, for real.
Not a bad plan.
Yes, that would be good.
You will have a separate bucket spare just for you for when you start burning again.
I'm guessing your aura probably actually has expired by now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That
We spent
would
like half an
disappear.
hour, 40 minutes trying to heal each other here.
Yeah, that's done. I'm almost out of spells. Karkesh is looking tired and injured.
Do you get any spell refreshes on a short rest or no? Only long.
No.
No, just long.
Yeah.
But I have my divine spells because they haven't been very useful. My revelation spells.
Yeah, those ones you just need a 10-minute recharge to
Yeah.
get them back.
Yeah.
All right. So Rigby wanted to check out the door. I'm just going to use your same perception check for noticing it. You do not detect any kinds of traps or anything on it.
Okay.
It thinks that you think that its hiddenness is probably what was presumed
Would you
to
like
protect
try
it.
this one?
Wait, did you say you can speak Thessalonian, right?
I do.
Did you have a look? Did you guys found something in the other room? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I mean, while we spent 30, 40 minutes, maybe we could have also spent some time looking at the maps.
Yeah.
Is that
Did,
fair?
did,
Sounds
did,
great. 100%.
was there
Yeah.
anything on the writings or scrolls about this room, about the weird spawning?
Yeah, I'll show you the scroll that I have that's in Thessalonian.
Oh, okay, good. New rule. Every time you find something in Thessalonian, let me know.
Yes, I did not know you spoke it.
Yeah.
So what's on this scroll?
Okay. Through looking at it, you pull it out of your bag and you notice that parts of the edges had crumbled away. You're like, ooh. And so very delicately unroll it. Upon reading it, you find that it is a record of the latest method of navigating something known as the 3 steps, along with a list of 3 names of insubordinate soldiers with a note, give wrong instructions, next to it. It is signed by the name Jasker.
Jasker.
Okay,
But
so
yeah.
I'll relay that to you guys.
So
The-
this
yeah,
is a scroll by Jasker to somebody
Yeah, and
about
it sa-
giving
it
wrong
says-
information to 3 other soldiers.
Yeah, and the correct information is small in one, medium in the next 2, large in the last 3, and then the big one in the hand.
That's the correct information.
That's the correct information.
But the 3
big
insubordinate
one,
soldiers were supposed to be given the wrong information.
Yep.
Did we find corpses along the way? Like,
Sorry, that's small in 1.
Yeah, mediums in 2, large in 3, and then the big one in the hand.
Is there anything I can roll to try to figure out what that small, medium, and large would be?
is there a puzzle roll I can make?
Can I
I
intimidate
rolled
the
your
DM?
puzzle. I'm gonna say not really.
Lower
It-
underworld.
There might. I think it's simple enough that you guys will be able to figure it out when we come across it.
Okay.
But if not, I'll
Fair.
give you a roll.
Then
Perfect.
okay, let's go to the secret door then.
What about a map? Can we look at the map in those 40
Yeah.
minutes as well?
Yeah, 100%. I need society checks from anyone who's spending time looking at it, or if you have lore,
anyone.
Sandpoint, or anything
I think
like
I'm
that.
only spending time healing people. I don't think I
Yeah,
actually
Yeah,
look
that's
at
fair
them.
enough.
I'll look at the map in more detail.
Yeah.
Society.
21 society.
Okay,
Very
great.
poor society. I only got a 10.
Okay, so in looking at it, you recognize that it's an ancient map of the Sandpoint coast, and so it's a little different. The landscape's a little different than it is now. So this is a very old map, but you recognize it. Rigby reads through. There's notes. Different things are noted. There's the rough coastline is noted as the Rasp. The location where Sandpoint is, which there's no sign of a town on the actual map, but there is a note where Sandpoint currently is called HF Compound. And then there's a bunch of circled spots around the area, and with possible locations like written next to it, possibility. And there's one region that you recognize that that's now called the Pit, near the town, maybe a few hours walk outside the town. And there's a note next to that that says, captured spies whisper of a sizable Shalast cohort stationed here, led by someone named Lilaru. Must secure authorization from Mistress for a raid.
By the way, you and Shadowpaw both get an extra 5 each.
Oh,
Nice.
I have Godless Healing, which allows me to
Godless.
give you 5 extra on a success. But the prerequisite is that I don't have a patron deity.
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the information that you get from the map.
So you're a historian, right? You know what this means?
No, I told you, locksmith. I am a private investigator and locksmith,
Yeah.
but I do like history.
You know what? Fair enough.
So you do know something.
I know Thessalonian, but I don't know who this mistress is. I don't know. Let me see what I know here. This point here is where the pit is. And they apparently raided it.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so that's how you spent your time as you're getting patched up. What do you do now?
I crit healed myself, so I'm like,
yeah,
I'm good.
excellent. That's 4d8.
I guess if it's been about an hour of us taking a look at all this
A little
sort of
less
stuff,
about that.
could he try to heal me again?
Yeah, probably once we were.
If you were first to get healed,
yeah,
then
he
sure.
was first. Yeah, I'll
Sure.
try healing you again.
I flinch.
Somebody want to aid me?
I flinch a little
Can
bit
I
when you
aid
come
you?
close.
Yeah, you could try aid me. It's DC 15 to try to aid.
Yeah, not 20. Let's go.
So that's 2. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, should
plus
I go
2
for a
to help.
DC 20? Nah, no, that's not that's not risk it.
No.
Oh, come
DC
on.
15 heal. And I crit
There you go.
because of the +2.
Another 4d8.
You should be back to full. This is like 50. This is 20. 20 points of healing
20. I am not back to full. I'm at 31.
out of.
42.
Ooh, you got real hurt. by
Oh,
those
extra.
fire guys.
Sorry, extra 5. Because
Extra.
I
Oh,
get
godless healing.
yeah,
Do I
godless
get
healing.
another extra 5 because I'm also godless?
2 atheists. Just
Does the extra 5 get doubled for the crit?
no, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
I guess,
No.
well, Karkash believes in the gods. He just doesn't follow them.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same here.
Okay. All right. But you, Rigby in particular, was really interested in checking out the secret door. You
Which
already.
has no trap, so I can open it.
Yep. You can go right ahead and
And
open
I'm
it.
still doing my precautionary 30 feet back now.
Right at the back wall here.
Just stand and watch from a distance. I have a little PTSD right now,
Yeah.
okay?
I've seen too much.
You know what? Fair enough.
Well, feeling better, I'm more comfortable being up close again, but
You open this secret door. It grinds open very slowly. The walls of this room are adorned with unsettling carvings in an eerie-looking alphabet. To the east sits an even more unsettling sight, a 5-foot-wide egg or plant bulb carved from a dark green stone. Stony tentacles or maybe roots radiate out from the sides of this egg, making it appear to be clinging to the eastern side of the room.
I'm not touching this, Karkash.
oh, that is so interesting. I will go and investigate that for sure.
Sounds good.
I will also. Well, I hear something. I wait for an explosion.
I'll
I
take a
don't
step
hear
back,
one,
please.
and so I move. I move into the room. And as a beastmaster, I'm also really interested in an egg.
Yeah, fair enough. It looks like it's a carved egg.
Carved? Oh, so it's not an actual egg. It's just
Yeah.
egg-shaped
Yeah.
item.
Or maybe a plant bulb. It's kind of hard to tell
Yeah.
exactly what they were going for.
Do I recognize the writings?
You do not.
I'll take a step back.
Okay. Anybody
Just
who
to
wants
be
to investigate this can roll me a religion check.
Because I do speak Aklo.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, Mr. Religion.
Yeah. I'll
Oh.
do.
Man, I might as well. You could
actually-
always nat 20, unless you're not allowed to roll if you're not trained.
That's a
Knowledge
good
checks.
question. For Arcana, trained for identifying and stuff. No, recall knowledge is untrained.
Okay.
Hmm.
I might as well. If I might nat 20, that sucker.
Well, if
I
you're
do
trained in
not.
religion, though, you can identify the cipher, right?
Yeah.
Decipher the writing.
Yeah.
Attempt to do that. Actually, the carvings on the wall are written in Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Has anybody tried to identify magic on this sucker before we like start?
No one's touching it yet. We're
Yeah,
just
nobody
looking.
wants
We're
to
just
touch
looking.
this creepy thing.
Yeah, I'm watching you back.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Not Abyssal, but I speak Aklo and Empyrean, so I probably am able to fairly easily recognize that this is Abyssal, but
Maybe.
not really understand it. It's only 16 for religion.
Yeah, you're not able to decipher any of them.
Don't you have parchment and paper though? Like you were taking notes for the
I'm gonna take notes on everything that I see so that I could put in greater study later.
Great.
Yeah. I'll draw out the carving itself, and I'm definitely also gonna do a detect magic. I will spend as much time as you guys let me in this room to investigate.
I'm just sitting back and watching for the moment you do touch it. So
Okay. Does anybody else want to?
Do you guys know plants well? Because there's no light here besides the fire.
we all have dark.
How is this thing? Does it look alive?
I mean, not. No, it's obviously carved from some sort of mineral, like stone or something. But when you like glance to the side, it almost looks like it moves.
Wait, what's holding the egg?
It looks like the egg has tentacles coming out from it.
What was the riddle again?
Oh,
No, the riddle has to do with the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the big one's holding it. Wasn't that the end of the riddle?
Small in 1, mediums in 2, large in 3, 1 in hand.
One in hand.
I have a feeling this applies to this other location that
Yeah.
we found on a map, but you know that's just me metagaming sort of. But
It was for something called 3 steps.
Yeah, the 3 steps.
Was that the name of the place?
Self-help book.
Yeah, that's what the instructions were for.
Oh,
the 3
okay, okay.
steps.
Not 3 dudes. I thought 3 steps could have been the 3 fire dudes.
Ah.
right.
Oh, I think the 3 fire dudes are the soldiers who were given
Oh,
the
the
wrong
insubordinate
Well,
instructions.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh,
and so I thought it
interesting.
all applied. The riddle applies for here, not at the other place.
Dude, I mean that's a good guess.
But didn't we say the map shows us we're at Sandpoint, just without the city?
I mean that makes me
Yeah,
want to go
it's
back
an
in there and
ancient
try to fight
map.
those freaking skeletons, but
Well, no, I think there's a way to deactivate them with the riddle.
Oh, I think there's clearly a way to become them, and I don't want to do that.
After investigating this thing and drawing it out and writing it down and doing all that stuff.
Okay. Did everybody make a religion check? Because if you're spending some time here, then everybody can.
Sure, I'll try it with
I
my
did, I feel
plus 10.
Yeah.
So I think I use, if I'm not trained, I use just my intelligence, right? Because of
Yeah.
investigator.
Yeah.
So 12. Nah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know anything about
no,
the
yeah.
about the thing, but can you make me a perception check, Chase, as you are doing some sketches and looking at this thing carefully?
18.
18. Okay. It's also for you somewhat unsettling. Like as you're glancing down to your sketchbook, making a little line. As you're glancing up, it almost looks like something moves as you glance towards the carving.
hell no. Close the door.
Did you detect
Yes.
magic already?
Yeah,
You
I
do
did
detect some magic,
and it is.
and
There's definitely magic.
And
here.
notably, there's no light in this room, so there's no continual flame or anything like that. So none of the
It's all our dark vision that
it's all
we're
dark
seeing in there.
vision.
Okay. Are there
That's
any marks
creepy.
in the walls of any kind of damage?
You can see a little bit of scorch from under where the secret door was, so it looks like it wasn't completely sealed. So whatever the giant flame from outside was, it reached into this room a tiny bit. But otherwise, no.
Okay. After kind of doing a bunch of the sketching down, then I will cast light
Okay, sounds
and bring up some light just to illuminate the room more.
So that Rigby can also see things.
Yeah.
good. Sounds good. Oh, thanks, pal.
So there's really just one door here, kind of to the north of us.
Yep.
That we haven't opened yet. Besides the first hallway that we walked through, that we didn't explore down the west side, but I feel like that door might connect to there. I'd like to roll perception on that door. See if I hear anything, if I see any traps.
Go for it.
Natural 17,
Oh, that's pretty good.
25.
25. You do not detect any sounds, through the door. You do not detect any traps as you pat it down.
Yeah.
Everything seems totally fine.
He's not going to open it because he knows how Shadowthorn's going to feel about that if it does go off. So he'll just relay that information. It's like, I don't think there's anything there, but you might not have a look at it.
I think
Well, Karkesh is going to touch this thing soon.
Yeah, what's the plan here? Like,
curiosity is gonna get to Karkesh.
what are we trying to do here?
I am just gonna wait at the door and watch Karkesh and see what he does.
You walking back out of the room?
No, I'm just
Oh, I
chilling.
can open that door.
You're in the room. You
Yeah.
said you walk into the room, so
I
picture-
did, and
Yeah,
now I'm just
but he's
kind
at
of
the
now I'm
door.
just at the door in between. I'm the halfway mark.
Okay, let me swap you around. There you go.
I'm out half in, half out of the room.
Okay.
More out than in.
This seems...
That's all I need to know because the foundry will not let me go in between.
This seems almost alive, and I will go to some of the edge.
Touch it.
And
Hug it. Give it a kiss.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ready a... basically ready to cast a spell.
Okay.
If anything happens as I'm basically starting to now touch to investigate it.
Okay.
I'll start with the far tentacles so that I'm like not at the closest, so I'm at like the edge of the farthest away tentacle.
Okay. It feels like stone, stiff. Nothing crazy happening. Do you work your way in?
Yeah, I'll work my way in.
Okay. Eventually, you work way to the center,
Ooh, I could get eaten.
and you find little like handhold
What is happening?
Oh,
that you feel like maybe you could tug and actually open this.
oh. I look back at Shadowthorn and I go, I have found something. And then I grab it.
Okay. Okay. The entire like egg center twists and opens and spreads wide, and you can see that it inside of this are dozens and dozens of spikes that would pierce into this skeleton that is sitting in the middle of it. And
It's like this friggin' death sentence.
and inside this skeleton, in what would have been its stomach, is a beautiful jade serpent figurine.
You know, I step back.
What now? You don't want us to touch it?
That looks important, Karkesh. You should go grab that.
I step back and I'm gonna summon an instrument.
Okay.
I summon a harp.
Okay.
Boom.
That's a little.
Pretty cool.
That's cool. That's a little large for the situation, but what do you do with it?
I'm gonna use it to poke and pull out the skeleton.
Do you know how big harps are?
Very.
Okay.
Are you talking like one of the hand like small harps?
Isn't that a lyre?
It's a violin, isn't it?
No, I mean like
It's definitely not a violin. I know that one.
he summoned something big,
Okay.
but that he can manipulate so that has that string, so he kind of brings it in to hook around the skeleton.
okay.
And then to just pull the whole thing out in
Okay.
case it's gonna close in.
Sure. That sounds good. You can maneuver it out, and the skeleton collapses, and parts of the bones like disintegrate as it collapses to the ground.
And the figurine.
Wow.
Figurine clatters to the ground as well.
I'm still standing at the door just watching
That
this
thing's
in
been there
amusement.
for a long time. If the
Yeah.
bones
are
fall apart.
Yeah.
I will.
How do we know we get the right bones? There are so many bones in
Yeah.
here.
Well, these bones are old. Well, mind you, actually, well,
Yeah, these bones are like half disintegrated.
we're
They-
talking centuries, maybe. Like, definitely more than 17 years.
But definitely,
Yeah, I
like
would
the
think.
ghouls seem to have those bones access.
Yeah.
I do scrape over the figurine, and I will investigate that.
Okay. You detect that it is magical because
Yeah.
this is the magical thing.
Try chewing on it.
You can roll me I think, Arcana? Sure, we'll go to Arcana.
Okay. Ooh, 26.
26. You determine that this is a wondrous figurine, a jade serpent. So this is a
Not just a normal figurine, a wondrous figurine.
It sure is. This thing you can you can interact and activate it to turn it into a giant viper that will fight at your side.
Ooh,
Oh no.
just once or?
Karkash really is gonna have a
Nope.
god complex pretty soon.
It can only be used once a day, and it remains in serpent form for no more than 10 minutes, and then reverts back to its wondrous figurine
Ooh.
form.
I go, this is fascinating.
Oh my.
You can keep my gold, and I pocket it. But the other thing
What does it do, Karkesh?
I believe I have my own dog now.
You have a dog now.
Yes,
What's your dog called?
I don't know.
Well, you have to give it a name. It must have a name.
Does someone want to see if we can create another?
Another what?
I believe that if one of us were to go into or perhaps a townsfolk, into this spike coffin, we could create these.
I don't see how the spikes can create
Uh,
a figurine.
great idea.
Another skeleton?
I'm more focused on what your pet is now, so...
That sounds like a research project for another day, Karkash.
Yeah.
Karkash goes, yes, perhaps, yes, we'll have to find a volunteer.
So you can get a dog now. What are the rules about your dog? Let's set some ground rules here.
I think anyway, perhaps, I will investigate further.
Sounds good.
But
So make sure you write that down. Jade Serpent Wondrous Figurine.
Jade Serpent Wondrous Figurine.
Yep.
Yeah, the first time he tries it, it will definitely be epic. Or entirely unnecessary.
I'm gonna write down a quick note to attach to it saying do not use near Shadowthorn.
That's what the picture shows on Archives of Nethys, but I'm not sure if that's accurate. It's showing 2 lions.
Yeah.
Oh, there's different Wondrous Figurines.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Oh, I see now.
So do you have the beast command though to actually control it, or how does that work?
It's
Or do you get that?
the inherent magic is it will follow whoever activates it.
Okay.
Interesting. And like it's wondrous, it's not like an attunement or anything.
I don't believe so.
Does it behave like an animal companion?
It does. So you have to spend an action
Okay.
to command it to do stuff. But yeah,
Hey, you guys want to fight those skeletons now?
Wait, this thing can't. If it dies, is it done, or does it keep coming back at once a day?
I'll just tell you exactly how it works. So you activate the statue by putting it on solid ground and speaking its name, causing the statue to transform into a living creature or creatures. In creature form, the figurine has the minion trait, so it gets 2 actions if you command it. It can understand your language and it obeys you to the best of its ability when you use an action to command it. The specifics of each creature, as well as the activation frequency, appear in the entry below. So it's a giant viper, 10 minutes, once a day. If it's slain while in animal form, it reverts to its statue shape and cannot be activated again for a week. If it's destroyed in statue form, it is shattered and lost.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll explain kind of the rudimentary of what I understand of it. I go, it's like a magical animal, I believe a serpent.
A giant viper, to be precise.
Do not use near me.
All right.
This will allow me to attack more precisely.
So, do you
Yes,
guys do you guys play with the tentacled being anymore, or do you want to check something else out?
I want to check something else out.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like the tentacle being is. Karkash is pretty sure he knows that if he puts someone else in there, it'll turn it into another figurine in their stomach.
Great.
Probably.
I'm glad he knows that.
Definitely.
He
Checks
just
out.
needs a volunteer at some point.
That's fair.
He asks for volunteers.
I'm good, thanks.
Wait, what if we put the demon body in there?
We should do that. Let's go get it.
It doesn't work. Please stop. Do something else.
Yeah, let's make something happen here. Let's go through that door. Shadowthorn.
We gotta try the demon body thing.
No, let's move on.
Eventually, we'll have done that and found out it didn't work.
That's that's what Ryan literally just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
keep
where
trying for
are you guys headed for?
Yeah, that door. We'll be opening the
Oh,
door.
just
north way?
for so you're aware from where you're all standing, like there's this big room and then the passageway leading off to the west. It just recedes into darkness. It goes on past what you can see.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
it doesn't end there. Okay.
No.
So even if we were to walk that direction for like 50 feet, it would still
It would
keep
still
going
keep going.
with no doors, nothing.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
wow.
a smooth passageway.
Okay.
Although it does look like parts of it have crumbled. There's like damage to the walls and the ceiling.
It can go all the way to the pit.
Oh, okay.
So there's another door somewhere.
Yeah,
There-
right to the north of us here that we haven't opened. It's
You already checked it, right?
I checked it, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
double check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just perception, I guess.
Yeah, just perception. Nothing too fancy.
27.
27. I think that's exactly what you got. Everything seems fine.
All right, we're okay. You go ahead though first. You show me the way.
Yeah, you step back 30 feet into that skeleton room.
Not there. No.
Where are you going? You good? Everybody
Just
good?
chilling.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just gonna watch you open the
I'm
door.
gonna open the door.
All right. Sounds good. In the ceiling of this unfurnished room, in a single cave carved star, I don't know why I keep on screwing those up, a fire flickers. The floor next to the southeast door, which is what you just opened, bears a scorch mark, as if the area beyond the closed portal suffered an intense blast long ago, i.e., where you came from has lots of blast. Inside this room, you see a statue. This statue, it looks like a cross between a minotaur and a bat, with and is holding a great axe. And as you open the door, it takes a second, but then it lurches forward and turns towards you and says something in Abyssal, I say. Unsure. Yeah. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No.
Then you don't know what it says, but you can tell that it's going to attack. But that's it for this time. We'll see if you all survive next week.
Oh,
Ooh.
snap.
Thank you all for listening. I hope nobody dies. I want to keep my numbers down.